Hi. Kyle.
Alright.
Are we gonna do season mode or no?
Alright. Let's have a vote in the group. Who should be in the finals for the All-Star game? Yeah, hold on, babe. Jeez.
Atlantic.
Atlantic. Alright. I have to adjust the lines just to make sure that it's only the All-Star players that get in, because there are AHL players just to fill out the roster spots. Um,
Okay.
so Carissa, Pacific or Central Division? Just pick one. It's a vote. Pacific or Central? Uh, which is better? Probably. That's Metro. Pacific's better, technically.
Pacific.
I need to adjust the lines to make sure that it's only the All Stars. Niels. I did answer you. Yeah, I said Pacific is technically better. Their stats are better. So Pacific or Central. Okay, and now Atlantic or Metro. P.S. Tampa Bay is in the Atlantic. There you go, she knows. So my girlfriend says Pacific versus Atlantic in the finals. So that's what we're going with. Oh yeah, these are the jerseys. So the logo colors are the colors, like the main
Okay.
colors of the division leading teams. So for the Pacific, Vancouver leads the division, so the logo's blue and black. And then for the Atlantic, the Bruins are leading the Atlantic, so it's yellow and like yellow and black, gold and black, whatever. And the colors were just kind of random, so I did gold, silver, and white.
Are you gonna play?
I'm not going to play, no. I'm going to watch it, just like every other time that I've done it. I know who that was, so I'll give you attitude, because I'm the alpha male here.
Okay, are you gonna host?
What? Alright, so Niels is in.
Nevermind. I. You still need to text me how to stream like this.
No. Alright, Mork's in. Niels is in. Damn, I really have to.
Okay.
I really have to select sides to adjust the lines. Sorry, boys.
I am in.
Alright.
Can I get a yeet in chat? Kyle out here just crushing dreams.
Yeah. You already know. Alright, so here are the lines. Marner, Lemieux, Kucherov, Bergeron, McDavid, Barkov. And then these are the AHL
Yeet.
guys that kind of filled
Yeet.
in. So Marner, Lemieux, Cooch,
Cook.
and Bergie, McDavid, Barkov. McDavid, Barkov. We can kind of change it up. I'll say McDavid, Lemieux, Kucherov, and Bergeron in the middle with Marner and Barkov on the bottom six. Oh yeah, Chris Tanev is in fact an all-star. I'm gonna throw Carlson here. And then we're gonna throw Shabbat here with Tanev.
Can we be in? Christopher FW. Elite.
Tanev is elite this season. Don't know why or how, but he is. And then goalies. What? Okay. Well, I don't know why Comrie's in net, but
A
that's
party
alright.
later.
Comrie's not supposed to be in there. Jimmy Howard is. Let's just say Jimmy Howard was injured and Comrie was his replacement. Seems like a legit story.
Halak is an all-star.
Halaki is an all-star, yeah.
If Tanev is elite, Shattenkirk is franchise.
Shattenkirk is franchise. I think that goes without saying, though. The only reason he isn't in there is because he doesn't get enough minutes on Tampa. All right.
Tanev is a god.
Tanev this season is a god. I'll give you that. And then these are the top six are the actual all-stars, and then the bottom six is AHL guys. AHL losers.
Where should I play Shattenkirk then, Kyle? The 10-man.
You can't really move them up because the Lightning defense is just so elite that you can't change it, or else you'll lose your magic. You know what I mean?
Top pair. With
Listen,
Hetty.
Listen,
This season,
Carissa.
every other season, he sucks, I think.
We'll find out.
Do it, coward.
What, move him up on the first pair with Hedman? And for the bottom 6, we'll move.
Yes.
There you go. Draisaitl, Gretzky, Giroux, Keller, Kucher, Monahan. Doughty will go here. And then Ekman Larson with Manson.
They should add college hockey to NHL.
They should. But they don't have the rights from the NCAA to do so. Because NHL bad. And then Rask and Markstrom are the goalies. So, Tuukka on the LA Kings this season. And then Markstrom having a Vezina caliber season.
Emoji frowning face.
I'm assuming that was for Rask being on the Kings. But Markstrom will start because Markstrom's the better goalie by far this season. Alright, ready, boys?
Hell yes, he is.
I love how they have the animation of Rask leaving before the game starts. Now that's
Actually,
elite.
Cernak is a scratch until Rutta blows, so play Shattenkirk with McDonough LOL. LFG. No, college hockey is not in NHL.
I said it should be. Anyways. Oh shit. I forgot to do CPU versus CPU. That's my bad. Pacific Division just lost a
5
face-off.
Markstrom.
What?
IK is.
Excuse me.
No.
No, I'm not talking to you, Carissa. No side chosen. Yes. Alright, now we're gonna start. And the elite commentator will take over from here. Fuck. Mario Lemieux has it. Cuts through the dot. Out front shot scores. And just like that, 27 seconds into the game, it's the Atlantic Division who strikes first, and it's Thomas Chabot. Mario Lemieux with a pass to the slot. And Chabot finishes it past Markstrom on the first shot of the game.
Oof.
Well,
Elite
hopefully
commentator, more like high franchise.
that's
Pacific
true.
can't
Good point.
defend.
Pacific
Set.
can't defend, but Markstrom should be used to it because neither can Vancouver. Neutrals on faceoff following the goals, one back to Chabot. Chabot banks one up ahead to Marner. Marner plays it to the middle, Lemieux. Lemieux shot scores, and it's 2-0. 2 shots, 2 goals for the Atlantic Division, and the Tampa Bay
Oof, but
Lightning's
also
Mario
true.
Lemieux has a goal and an assist in just a minute into this game. This is an accurate representation of the All-Star
Oh
game.
my god.
Bro, Markstrom sucks. Carissa.
Markstrom having Vietnam flashbacks. Let us go Atlantic.
Lemieux wins it back to Chabot. I turned you up so they can hear your dumbass fucking comments.
And foul.
Played back to Doughty. Doughty to Keller. Back to the point. Doughty to Draisaitl. Down low to Gretzky. Goes 5-hole and block, but is shut down. So it'll be frozen.
Markey is reverting back to 2016 Markey.
Bro, Sassy's trying to break into my room. Come on, Sassy. Dumbass cat. Offensive zone faceoff for the Pacific Division All-Stars. Doughty shot turned aside by Halak. Halak, who has now faced the same amount of shots as Markstrom, has given up 0 goals compared to Markstrom's 2 goals. Sassy says hi, everybody. Face off one back to Doughty. Doughty waits, shot, turned aside by Halak. And now Carlson goes the other way. Carlson through the neutral zone, plays it across to Marner. Marner, shot, turned aside by Markstrom. Picked up along the boards by Lemieux. Lemieux plays it back to the point, Shabbat. His shot's blocked, and the rebound will go the other way. Did someone ask why Ovechkin's
2 shots into goals.
Carlson to Barkov. Barkov to Marner. Marner plays it to Lemieux. Lemieux fakes towards the middle, cuts wide. His pass is broken up. Logan Couture finds Claude Giroux.
Markstrom has made
Across
a save.
Monahan. Monahan to the middle. Shot deflected, but stopped by Halak. And he'll freeze with 14:57 to go in the first. Didn't know the All-Star game allowed hits. But sure. Ooh, Carlson injured. Uh-oh, Scooby-Doo. Under 15 minutes to go in the first. Offensive zone face-off for the Pacific Division All-Stars. And it'll be one back to Manson. Manson across shot. What a save by Halak. With the glove. Absolutely robs him. Listen, Kurt. Face-off tied up and won by the Pacific All-Stars. Manson. Down low to Monahan. Monahan across shot scores. And Claude Giroux of the Vancouver Canucks buries it. Ignore the mascot.
To check his bank account.
And it's Claude Giroux bring it back within one. Quick one-timer. Halak not able to get across this time to make the stop. Giroux. Nice job, YouTube text-to-speech. That's sassy. 14:11 left in the first.
Hi guys.
2-1 Atlantic All-Stars. After Markstrom gave up 2 goals on the first 2 shots. Shot turned aside, rebound Keller. Plays it back to Doughty.
Isn't injured.
Doughty, it's intercepted by Barkov. Barkov to Bergeron. Bergeron cuts into the offensive zone, finds Barkov. Plays it back to the point, Shabbat. Shabbat walks in, finds Bergeron. A shot turned aside by Markstrom. Rebound loose, and it's picked up by Doughty. Doughty plays it back to Manson. Manson all the way up ice to Keller. Keller finds Draisaitl. Draisaitl, shot turned aside. Rebound.
Doughty is a turnover machine.
Shut up. Keller wins the battle, kicks it up the boards, but no teammate can get there. Played back now to Tanev. Tanev to Shabbat, up ice to Lemieux. Lemieux to Marner. Marner cuts back to the point. Tanev walks in, a shot turned aside by Markstrom, and he'll freeze with 10:49 to go in the first. And yeah, Spence, if you're just coming in now, Carlson was dropped and was getting looked at by the medical staff. So, oh, and he got hit again. Nice. Face-off won by the Pacific All-Stars.
Yeah, I saw that.
Cuts through the dot. Shot turned aside by Halak. Halak. I don't know what you just said. 10:18 left in the first. Offensive zone face-off for the Pacific Division All-Stars. Couture has it. His shot goes wide.
Leafs
Rebound.
current objective survive.
Picked up by Marner to Kucherov. Back now to Carlson. Carlson through the neutral zone. His pass is intercepted. What? Red or yellow? Red. Definitely red. Yellow's a terrible color. Couture's shot goes off the post. Carlson plays it up to Barkov. Barkov cuts through the neutral zone.
Put on some music.
Plays it in deep. Did you say play some music? Couture stops. Cuts in. Drop back Manson. To Couture. Now to Manson. To Couture again. Couture. Down low to Monahan. To Couture again. To Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson a shot. Turned aside. Rebound by Tanev. Played up to Barkov. Barkov cuts to the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Plays it to Bergeron. Bergeron plays it back to Carlson. Carlson a shot. Sticked aside by Markstrom. Behind the net. Out front McDavid. McDavid. To the point, Carlson. Back to McDavid. Back to Carlson. Back to McDavid. His shot is blocked by Manson. Manson plays it up ice to Logan Couture. Couture cuts wide. Plays it to the point. Manson. A shot goes just wide of the net. Picked up in the corner by Carlson. Couture has it to Draisaitl, who puts it off the post. Ekman Larsson to Couture. He scores, and Logan second. The San Jose Sharks representative evens the score.
Choke.
Too easy.
Choke.
Let's see if Markstrom can play a little bit better, though. Hold the lead.
Hey guys, imagine being from the Atlantic Division.
What? Marner drops it back to Shabbat. Shabbat plays it to Lemieux. Lemieux to Carlson. Carlson to Shabbat. Slap shot, gloved by Markstrom. And he'll freeze. Oh yeah, Snoop Dogg. He's probably talking about weed or something. Offenses on face-off for the Atlantic Division Stars. Carlson. Pass is broken up. Lemieux picks it up.
Snoop Dogg.
Up front. Shot turned aside by Markstrom.
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Cross
Snoop
now
Dogg.
to Draisaitl. The Keller's shot goes wide of the net.
DAWWG.
Up ice. Gretzky to Draisaitl. Draisaitl. Carlson across to Kucherov. Kucherov to the middle. Shot goes wide. Rebound picked up by Ekman Larsson. Ekman Larsson plays across to Doughty. Doughty all the way up ice. Here's Monahan. Monahan across. His pass is intercepted by Lemieux, who plays it up to Barkov. Barkov.
Where's the Snoop?
His shot gloved by Markstrom. Snoop Dogg was a rap pioneer. Starred
Snoop
as.
Kyle.
Do we get to see Snoop again? I think so. I think he makes several appearances in like the final minute or whatever. I don't know. Bergeron plays back to Carlson. Carlson. Shot turned aside by Markstrom, and he'll freeze with 8.9 seconds left here in the first. Well, there's Carlson. He looks to be okay. Toronto doesn't have to worry.
He talks. No one.
Shabbat.
Carlson.
Cross now to Carlson. Shot. Stick aside by Markstrom. Rebound picked up by Barkov.
Gets bucked by
And that will do
Markstrom.
it. After one period of play here in the All-Star Finals, the game is tied at 2. So, the injury replacement for Jimmy Howard, the quote-unquote injury replacement, because apparently I fucked up the rosters, is Eric Comrie. So Comrie will start the second against Tuukka Rask on the Pacific side. So Halak's out, Comrie's in, and then Markstrom's out, Rask is in. So I have to go through the whole swapping sides, and that's not it.
Boom through Eric Comrie. How?
How did Eric Comrie get in? That was a mistake by me. It was supposed to be Jimmy Howard, and I must have taken him out instead of.
How did this happen?
I just forgot to add Jimmy Howard, or I removed Jimmy Howard from the roster when I meant to take Comrie out or something. Yeah, Carlson's injured. Something to definitely watch moving forward in this game.
Boom through. Carlson injured LETSSQ.
Imagine
Fuck
rooting.
Spence, hey ha 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 ha.
Imagine rooting for a player's injury.
Wait.
Couldn't be me. Two.
Spencer is rather rattled. Carlson sucks anyway. He'll just play Mike Riley.
Whack.
Because
Out.
I traded Cody Ceci.
Comrie in. Is that all it's gonna show? Okay. Opening faceoff for the second period is won back by the Atlantic All-Star. There's Snoop in the booth. Lemieux to Kucherov. To Marner. Plays it back to Carlson. Carlson walks in a shot.
Comrie, free goals
Fuck
everyone.
me. Alright. You know what? We're doing it, boys. Draisaitl scores and the Pacific Division has a 3-2 lead. The cheesiest goal.
Remember the time when the Wings let Jared Careau start the fucking Centennial Clash?
Yes. Do you remember that?
Oh boo.
Leon Draisaitl scores, and just like that, it's 3-2.
That's what this is.
Look at that, Sally. EA should really put in... I said Sally, not Sally. Genius. You know, Sally, like celebration.
That's a brew moment.
Oh, alright. I don't know.
While Kyle talking about other women.
Played to Gretzky.
Ha Sally ha.
Gretzky. Across, Keller scores.
You
And it's
talking about
4-2.
Sally
I
wow.
did the essay yesterday, genius. What do you mean, which one? The English one.
Oh boo.
I'm gonna fight you in a second.
Gretzky apple.
Gretzky always with the apples. And Clayton Keller.
Eric Comrie is like a Make-A-Wish goalie.
Eric Comrie is a Make-A-Wish goal, yeah. He's Connor Hellebuck's son. Played up ice to Barkov. Barkov dangles to the
Jesus
outside.
Spen.
Plays it back to Carlson. Carlson to Shabbat. Save, rebound, turned aside by
Good
Rask.
up.
And he'll freeze with 16:36 to go
Scored.
in the second. I hate you right now. Like, genuinely. You're right, I do love you. But right now, in this moment,
Who
no.
let this happen, man?
Doughty to Manson. Played it back to Doughty. Doughty to Manson. Intercepted by Barkov. Nice pass, Manson. That's why you play for the Ducks. McDavid plays it back to Carlson. Down low to McDavid. McDavid is drilled. Doughty picks up the loose puck. Plays it across to Couture. Logan Couture plays it across. It's intercepted by McDavid. Played to Shabbat. And now up ice, here's Bergeron.
Komish rigged the All-Star game
Bergeron.
SMH.
To Barkov. Shot goes wide. Rebound picked up by Giroux. Kicked around behind the net. Picked up by Manson. Another terrible turnover by Manson. Barkov to Bergeron. Bergeron to Barkov. Back to Bergeron.
F.
To the point Shabbat. Shabbat is drilled. Picked up. And going the other way now is Couture, who has 2 goals for the Pacific Division. Giroux. Cuts back
Manson is
to the
ass.
middle. Manson, a shot goes wide. Rebound loose. Picked up by Tanev. Elite defenseman, Christopher Tanev. Kucherov takes it the other way. Across shot, blocked aside by Rask. Picked up by Monahan, who finds Keller up ice. Keller avoids a hit from Lemieux. Played across now to Gretzky. Gretzky dishes to Alvark and Larson. Across to Manson, a shot turned aside by the Make-A-Wish goalie, Comrie. Manson, up ice, passes intercepted by Kucherov, taking the other way now by Lemieux to Kucherov. Kucherov shot turned aside by Rask. 11:02 left in the second. It's 4-2 Pacific. Kucherov finds Lemieux, shot, gloved by Rask, and he'll freeze with 10:42 to go in the second. Played back now to Tanev. Tanev's pass is intercepted by Manson. Manson plays it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl takes it the other way. Cuts back, finds Manson. Manson plays it back to Ekman Larson. A shot, blocked aside by Comrie.
Rask playing better than Markstrom.
Carlson to Tanev. Tanev to Lemieux. Lemieux carries it in and is knocked down. Ekman Larson's pass got through to Draisaitl. Draisaitl cuts across the ice. Finds Keller to Gretzky. Gretzky curls back. Scores! Oliver Ekman Larson from the point. And it's 5-2. Wayne Gretzky with another assist. I'm gonna fight you in a minute, I swear. Yes.
More Gretzky apples.
Gretzky with another apple. Comrie, the Make-A-Wish goalie, struggling. Face-off one back by Doughty. One back to Doughty. Doughty plays it up ice to Gretzky. Gretzky cuts in, curls back, finds Ekman Larson, scores! Ekman Larson, his second of the game, and Gretzky with another assist, and it's 6-2 Pacific. What a hit. Drew Doughty, too late though. Huh? You're being a chef?
Comrie actually brained.
Someone's gonna comment in the chat something about woman cooking. Oh, and the coach made the choice to bulk Comrie. They didn't. I'm expecting it because they're terrible people. Rask is back in.
Comrie genuinely needs to be sent to the sun.
That was his Make-A-Wish moment.
Get pulled in the ASG?
I don't know if they can hear you. I don't know if they can hear you from this far away. Barkov has it.
Woman cooking.
Cross now to Tanev.
No surprise, LOL.
I knew it. Someone said woman cooking, no surprise. I said it though. The minute I said it, I knew they were going to hear it 100%. They said woman cooking, no surprise there. Yeah. I think that was more. Mork, shut the fuck up. From Carissa. And the Pacific score again, but this time it's not on the Make-A-Wish goalie, it's on Markstrom. Damn it, Rask. Nope, not that either. I don't know who the goalie is for the Atlantic Division anymore. Halak. That's who it is. You're the coach? Carissa's the coach, guys. She made the choice to pull Comrie. Well, Comrie is a Make-A-Wish kid. I'm just kidding, he's not a Make-A-Wish kid. Someone made the joke in chat that he was a Make-A-Wish goalie. Barkov played up the boards, but it's held in by Doughty. Across now to Couture. Save, rebound, turned aside. Drew has it, plays it to Monahan. Monahan across, his pass is intercepted by Barkov. With about 5 minutes to go, it's 7-2 Pacific. Bergeron. Out front, pass is intercepted, but held in. Shabbat, down low. Out front, shot turned aside by Rask. Rask is definitely playing better than Markstrom. He'll get the third period.
This is what happens when the Atlantic doesn't have Basie.
Yeah, maybe if the Atlantic Division had Anthony Chiarelli on their squad, they'd be winning 107-2. No, Anderson. If
Or
Anderson
Langer.
wasn't, if Anderson
Or
was in net,
Hutchinson.
can you shut the hell up? If Anderson was in net,
Or Cascajulo.
shut up. If Anderson was in net, it'd be 11-2 instead of 7-2. Pacific. Because Anderson sucks, Laner sucks, Cascaso sucks, and Hutchinson is
Or the
probably the best
Growlers
goalie.
goalie. Gabhanen. Or whatever. No Cascajulo slander on my TL.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All Leafs goalies are Toscala level of bad.
Toscala. Toscala's the GOAT. I don't know about you guys.
Except Cascajulo.
Played back now to Doughty.
Kazakin.
Doughty's pass broken up. Kucherov is leveled. I'm gonna kill whoever just hit Kucherov. Lemieux. Shot, turned aside, rebound loose, picked up by Manson. Under 2 minutes to go. Manson
Wu Kucherov hit.
waits. Played back to Draisaitl. His shot scores. What the hell was
Let's
Halak
go.
doing? And it's Draisaitl.
Man. WTF.
Great goaltending, Halak.
King of trash goaltending maybe.
And it's
What
8-2.
kind of stupid ass goalie is in net?
Yaroslav Halak is in that. We can put the Make-A-Wish kid back in that. Eric Comrie. McDavid. Out front, intercepted. Monahan played to Manson.
Put the kid back in.
Put the kid back in. Alright. Manson. His pass is intercepted. Carlson will go the other way in the final seconds. Atlantic has one last chance to make it 8-3.
How did we
And it's
get
turned
two
aside.
backup goalies? No, don't actually.
Halak is the best goalie in the Atlantic right now, actually. By far. A wide margin because Vasilevsky sucks this season. Could have been Dubnyk, but he just hasn't played enough games to qualify. And Dubnyk is a member of the
I
Tampa
see
Bay
the
Lightning.
LOL.
But Halak is a starter
This
for the
season.
Bruins. After the Bruins traded Rask, and arguably the worst move I've ever seen, they made Halak their starter and Quick their backup. So, and Comrie's an AHL starter. He's just the injury replacement for Howard because I screwed up. Thanks,
Can't
Carissa.
believe Duke didn't veto the trade.
Duke should have vetoed the trade, I'll be honest, but at the same time it made sense because...
No worst move by Toronto is Rask for Raycroft.
No, the worst move by Toronto is trading Ian Scott and a draft pick
No, there's been
for
worse.
Mikkel Bodker, Bobby Ryan, and whoever, Colin White. That was the worst trade that Toronto's ever made. Back to it. Third
Fun
period.
fact, Kyle tried making me pay more. They traded fast. Rask.
Opening third
He
period
was
face-off.
like,
One back
that's
to
not
Shabbat.
enough, and in like dude.
Now it's Kucherov. Kucherov cuts through the dot, plays it back to Shabbat. Shabbat to Carlson. Carlson to Lemieux. Lemieux back to Carlson. Carlson shot off a teammate in front and out of play. Cooch. No, not Coochie. Shabbat across scores. Nikita Kucherov. He's supposed to be the captain, but I didn't feel like
Coochie.
going into it and adjusting jersey numbers and whatnot. But Kucherov, best player in the Atlantic Division, Nikita Kucherov, on a one-timer, makes it 8-3 as he beats Rask over the shoulder.
Coochie.
Coochie.
The fifth best player on his team.
Kucherov's actually
Nikita Goal love to see it Toronto in shambles.
Kucherov's actually the third best player on the Lightning. First it's Braden Point. Second, it's Anthony Shirelli. And then third is Kucherov. A close fourth would be Hedman. And a close fifth would be Alex Killorn. And then it's Stamkos somewhere at like 10. Kucherov intercepts the pass.
Lemieux, Torelli, Hedman,
Played up
Killorn,
to Lemieux.
Kurchi.
Lemieux, shot, and up high on Rask, and he'll freeze, with 16:19 to go in the third.
Alex Killorn is better than everyone on Toronto.
Not surprising.
W. Killorn's a king.
Killorn is a king. Offensive zone face-off. The Atlantic, they'll lose. Couture spins it back. It's intercepted by Barkov. Barkov to the point. Shabbat shot deflected, but held off by Rask.
The Harvard education effect.
Monahan dangles, shot turned aside by Halak, and he'll freeze with 15:18 to go in the third.
Kerfoot, but I traded him.
Face off one back by the Pacific to Ekman Larson, to Doughty, to Couture, to Monahan, Ekman Larson,
A bruise
back
too,
to
but
Monahan,
I
back
probably
to Ekman
traded
Larson,
him.
across to Doughty, back to Monahan. Yes. McDavid plays it through to Bergeron, Bergeron across to Barkov, back to Bergeron. Bergeron spins back, finds Carlson. Shot
Because
turned
we're
aside by
about
Rask,
to
rebound picked up by Couture. Couture will go the other way with it. And a big hit on him. He's slow to get up. Bergeron now plays it across to Barkov. Barkov dangles into a man. He got rocked. Bergeron shot, gloved by Rask. And he'll freeze. I like how Rask still has the Bruins helmet. It shows their names underneath their bodies. Yeah. Offensive zone faceoff for the Atlantic.
Get rocked, Barkov.
Tied up in one. Kucherov shot, turned aside. Another chance, another save by Rask. Up now to Gretzky, across to Draisaitl. Draisaitl waits. Stops. Gets around one man, finds Manson, walks in, shot turned aside by Halak. And he'll freeze with 11:31 to go in the third period. Score remains 8-3 Pacific. Kucherov the last to score for the Atlantic. They need 5 goals to tie, 6 to win in half a period. But it is the All-Star game, so anything can happen. As Draisaitl turns and fires him off the post. Draisaitl wins a battle, gets to the corner. Out front to Gretzky. Gretzky to Draisaitl. Yep. No, that's alright. Sorry. He wanted to know if I wanted a sandwich, and I said no.
It would be possible if you didn't rip the game, Kyle.
I'm gonna eat cereal after I stream and do homework. But I'm gonna be streaming for probably an hour or something. We'll see.
want a sandwich.
You want a sandwich? I'll tell my dad to make you one.
I'm gonna dip in a sec.
Lemieux, turned aside by Rask. And he'll freeze. Offensive zone face-off for the Atlantic.
Dead.
Tied up and won by the Pacific, but taken right back by McDavid, who will immediately lose it. Fighting for it. Shabbat. And it's intercepted by Manson. Manson to Monahan. Intercepted by Bergeron. To Tanev. To Barkov. Back to Tanev. Up ice to Bergeron. Knocked off the puck. Picked up now by Monahan. Monahan. Across now to Couture. And it's stopped with a glove of Rask with 7:07 to go. It remains 8-3 Pacific. If the Atlantic want any chance to win a fat check of $1 million,
is someone moaning in your background?
Is someone moaning in my background? That's just my girlfriend's little siblings. But they're not moaning, I don't think. Bergeron, shot turned aside by Rask. Rebound picked up by Manson, now on ahead to Monahan.
Wow, Giroud boarding players in the All-Star game SMH. The audio is so fried.
Carlson. To Barkov.
So it's just like.
Carlson. And a stop by Rask, who just tosses a player into his net. Very cool.
You know that Fournier 8-bit.
You heard that too? Me neither, but they're both downstairs. And you know how they get. My parents hate each other sometimes. Kucherov plays it to Marner. Marner, with under 5 minutes to go. Kucherov a shot, save, rebound. Marner puts it off the post because he sucks and can't score any goals. It's true, Marner plays for Toronto, so he just automatically sucks.
Marner sucks.
Yeah, see? Someone in the chat said Marner sucks. It's true.
Marner bad.
Under 4 minutes left in the third. Faceoff is won back by Tanev across to Kucherov, and it's turned aside. Rebound, Lemieux couldn't bury it. Put up the boards now to Draisaitl. Draisaitl finds Gretzky. Gretzky tries to get around Carlson, but Carlson angles him off. Puck is picked up by Marner. Played across now to Carlson, who's dropped. Down low, Gretzky a save. Rebound, Draisaitl scores. And it's 9-3 Pacific. Late in the third, and that should but wrap this one up if it wasn't already wrapped up. Short side snipe by Leon.
Poverty division. Sits in net LOL. In relocating.
Draisaitl with a hat trick, actually. That's worth mentioning. He might win the All-Star MVP. What do you guys think? Gretzky plays it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl dangles, fires, and a save by Halak. And he'll freeze. Huh? Shut up. Okay. Face-off is tied up and won by the Atlantic. They'll need a rush for the last minute and a half to have... I mean, it's unrealistic if they come back at this point. McDavid a shot turned aside by Rask, and he'll freeze. With 1:07 to go. It's 9-3 Pacific.
MVP is definitely Atlantic goalies for throwing the game.
MVP to Eric Comrie. That's his Make-A-Wish. I'm not being rude. Scores, and it's 9-4. Patrice Bergeron buries it for the Atlantic, and now they're within 5 with under a minute left in the third. What? I'm
Atlantic back.
Why would someone okay. Carissa wants to know, why would you guys want to possibly listen to me?
Foul.
Carissa wants to know why you guys want to listen to me willingly. So, put in the chat why. Voluntarily, sorry. Monahan picks it up, plays it to Couture. Couture back to Doughty. Doughty out front, his pass didn't get through cleanly. Andrew can get his shot.
Cute, that's why.
Someone said I'm mad cute, that's why. Another person said because it's good commentary or better commentary, whatever. Shabbat.
Tell her to be careful or he'll steal you.
Someone said be careful or they'll steal me. So, that made her very angry. They're all guys, don't worry. I promise. I'm not gay. Take that back. I'm only gay for Mark.
Talking mad shit for someone who should be cleaning.
Oh shit. Someone said Carissa talking mad trash for someone who should be cleaning. Jesus Christ.
Holy. What?
That's true.
Bro.
Guys, I'm not gay.
Bro.
I'm not gay. Bro, I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
Jesus Christ, Mork.
Jesus H. Christ.
I thought I went far with the Make-A-Wish joke. He is not gay. I don't believe it. Get.
They don't believe that I'm not gay. Or they don't believe that I am gay? I don't know. I'm not gay.
Kyle talks a lot for someone who should be in my bed or random.
I'm not gay. I am not. I'm married to Mark. Okay. I'm dating you, and Marshall's my side
He's
hoe.
not gay.
Alright, All-Star MVPs. Why are you not my side hoe? Why would you be? Oh yeah, look at these stats. Comrie, 2 saves on 6 shots. Halak, 19 saves on 24 shots. Great work, Atlantic.
Eric Comrie.
I think All-Star MVP Wayne Gretzky, 5 assists.
Yeah. That's my Make-A-Wish goalie.
What? That was hot.
Lucas, are you watching YouTube right now? Yeah, what I thought. Alright, so you're sitting there.
There you go. All-Star MVP. Vancouver Canuck Wayne Gretzky with 5 assists. Could have been Draisaitl. He had a hat trick and 2 assists. But executive decision, Wayne Gretzky's better than Draisaitl. So alright, boys. Alright, season mode. We're gonna do 2 weeks. Who's ready for the season mode? Can I get a yeet in the chat, please? Thank you, Carissa.
Yeet.
I'll be right back.
There it is.
I'll be right back.
Okay, babe.
What am I yeeting for?
For this
Yeet.
continuation of the season.
Mom made me take off headphones, so now I am muted. F.
Oof.
Ulmu no Kyle commentary. Emoji disappointed face.
Shit, I don't know what I'm doing. Quick refresher with standings and whatnot. Vancouver leads the Pacific. In the Central, it's Nashville on top by 11 points over Minnesota. In the Atlantic, it's Boston first, Tampa second, Toronto third. In the Metro, it's Carolina first, the Rangers second.
Can you play NHL tomorrow?
With you, no. I will be doing the stream though. Most likely. It depends. Tomorrow's my birthday. So I know. My girlfriend's not allowed to see me on my birthday. That's alright. I have Mork to do the things with.
I knew that. Obviously. Vancouver 7 points up on everyone.
Vancouver's 7 points ahead of the second place Nashville Predators.
Dominance. Okay, emoji crying face.
I was joking. Mork lives in Manass or something.
Where?
Manass? Somewhere in the south.
Kyle W.
He probably has coronavirus.
Mork does not have coronavirus. For Niels, can someone put in the chat that
Okay, emoji crying face. You
I'm-
can't play with me.
someone in the chat tell Niels that I'm just going through the standings because he can't hear me because his mom is taking away his headphones or whatever because he is a beta male. Definitely not an alpha male.
Hes going through standings. He called you a beta male, Niels. And
They're
not an alpha male.
Niels can't hear me, so they're telling him he's a beta male in the chat.
When you're clearly my alpha him.
That's gay, Spence. Jeez. Alright. Sim time. There's 1 week. Week 2. So, simming to the 2nd. We're going all the way to February 2020. Alright, boys.
Spence a bottom him. Yes.
So in the Atlantic Division, the Boston Bruins are in first, Tampa Bay is in second, Toronto is in third, Florida fourth, Ottawa fifth, Detroit sixth, Montreal seventh, and Buffalo eighth.
Bruins fucking the division.
The Bruins have really pulled away, yeah.
Where are you going for your birthday?
I'm not going anywhere, bro. What am I supposed to do? All restaurants are closed? Like, what kind of stupid ass question is that? Where are you going on your birthday? Dumbass. Ooh, in the Metro, the Rangers have taken the top spot.
Don't call Mikey a dumbass, wow. So rude.
Well, I'll call Mikey whatever I want.
Laughing.
I don't know if Connor's in or not, so I'm just gonna tag him to show him that he's You really asked where I'm going for my birthday when we're supposed to be staying at home. Metro, so Rangers first, Carolina second, Pittsburgh third, Columbus in fourth, Philly in fifth, Islanders in sixth, Capitals seventh,
Okay, I will
and
call you bitch and asshole now.
Devils in eighth. In the Pacific, So Vancouver's still in first by a lot.
Vancouver,
San
please.
Jose. San Jose somehow in second. Arizona third. Edmonton fourth. Vegas fifth. Calgary sixth. Anaheim seventh. And LA eighth. So I think there was an offer in for a Sharks player. I think it was Toronto. That's not happening. Nashville first
Okay.
by a wide margin.
Then why is she telling you to stop if you're not doing anything?
Winnipeg continues to tailspin. And now let's where's oh, Washington jumped New Jersey. So that's epic. I'm not sure why the Sharks are doing so good, honestly. Let's go goals leaders. There's your goals leaders. Phil Kessel in first. Nice. Malkin in second with 33. Lemieux third with 32. Fourth is Line with 31. Tied in fourth with Line is Tyler Seguin and Alex Ovechkin. Assist leaders. Let's see. I think Crosby's still in first by a lot, yeah. Crosby with 52. Huberdeau in second with 48. Bergeron in third with 46. Keller fourth with 42.
What is the problem? Why do you have to
Tied
make
with
it? I think you
Kucherov
just leave it. Do you need to go upstairs by yourself the rest of the day?
and Kuznetsov with 42.
Okay then. Stop.
Points leaders, we got Crosby in first
You are. He has to go do schoolwork.
with 75. Cooch in second with 67. Malkin third with 65. McDavid tied in third, 65. Lemieux and Bergeron tied,
Are we gonna play?
62. What does ply mean, by any chance? Anyways,
Sorry, watch the game.
hits, we got Marchand in first, Shen second, O'Reilly third with Kapanen. Blocks, Shabbat in first, Werenski second, Letang third, and then Tanev with Butcher and Miller tied for fourth. Giveaways, least amount of giveaways in at least 10 games. Euro Vakanainen. Most takeaways. O'Reilly with 98, Gretzky with 80, McDavid 79, Lemieux 69. Nice. Fights Revo, Ronaldo, McDermott, Borokop, and Clifford. Hi. I miss you too. For defenseman goals, Hannafin with 13. Okay. Burns with 14. Gustafson and Falk. OEL with 11. Shattenkirk with 10. He's back on the leaderboards, just not on top. Points, OEL. 40. Burns 39. I'm plugging you in because it's on low battery. Petrangelo 39. $38. Then Letang, Doughty, Carlson 36. Hits. Hedman leads all defensemen in hits. Epic. Blocks. Shabbat, Wierenski. Giveaways. Mueller. Kaiser. Least amount of giveaways. Vakanainen. Grzelcyk. Okay. Takeaways. Hutton, Gardner, Letty, Stetcher, Ellis. Fights. McDermott and Borokop. Goalies, Markstrom with the most wins. Save percentage, so we're looking at least 30 games. Goals against average.
Impact. Wad Dimus.
I don't know who said that, so I have no idea.
I bet Toronto is doing great.
Rene 236. Hey, Vassy. Flurry 247. And then Bob 261. Excuse me. See any goalie goals this year? No goalie goals. And Vasilevsky still leads all goalies in assists. Tied now with Bennington. Worst goalies. Crawford 889. Anderson 894. Ranta 896.
No way.
Worst goals against average. Crawford 347. Ranta 338. And Koskinen 313. We're going to go to individual manually owned team stats. Well, whatever. So there's the Bruins stats. Bergeron leads the team in points with 62. If you're interested with the Bruins, at least. Marchand there in second with 61. Pasternak third with 58. Kopitar, Getzlaf, DeBrusk follow them. All the way down to Krug and Kasha. Granlund's on Boston. With Anders Jork, Charlie Coyle, Philippe Deneau, Hems Lindholm, Jeff Petrie, Charlie McAvoy, Zdeno Chara, Thomas Vanek at the end there. And then Ryan Murray and Matt Grzelcyk at the bottom two. 52 there. Games played for Murray. And the Bruins really want to move Grzelcyk. And there's why. Because he has 3 assists in 23 games. Next, we got Vancouver. Claude Giroux leads the team in points with 60. Followed up by Gretzky, Sagan, Pettersson, Ovechkin. All of them. Through to Horvat. After Horvat, it's Miller, Gostisbehere, Ufalo, Lehkonen, Anderson, Hughes, Weber, Edler, Miller. And then Lavo with 4, 4, and 8. And then Sutter with 3, 3, and 6. In net, Markstrom is 35, 7, and 2 with a 925 save percentage and a 204 goals against average. And then Demko, the backup, is 6-3 now with a 915 save percentage and a 249 goals against average. I meant to look at Boston's goalies. I'll go back. Come on. Halak, 18, 2, and 3. With a 924 save percentage and a 202 goals against average. The only reason he isn't listed on the leaderboards is because he hasn't played 30 or more games, so he's disqualified based on the parameters. Quick with Boston, we're going to look at his Boston stats in just a second. With Boston, he is 11, 6, and 2 with a 912 save percentage and a 254 goals against average. So Quick is doing all right with Boston. Next, we got. I sent it to Niels' wrong DMs. Fuck. I need to get used to that. Alright. Now we can go to the Rangers. Is anyone still even watching? No, Spence is. Mark is a maybe. Alright, so for the
In
Rangers,
watching, Spence.
Patrick Kane with 60 points. Stahl's kind of taking a back seat. Panarin and Kane are going off. Zibanejad's also climbing. The minus that Kane has is probably from Chicago. Since joining the Rangers, he has 19 points in 16 games with a +4. So yeah. After Drouin, it's
Horse Mork is here.
Henrique. Mark's my biggest supporter. All the way through to Bufflin. And then you got Risto with 12 points in 51 games. And then Fast with 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points in 21 games. In net for the Rangers, they've got Holtby, Georgiev, and Lundqvist. Holtby, since joining the Rangers, is 12-3-1 with a .918 save percentage and a .222 goals against average. So definitely playing better with the Rangers compared to his stats with the Capitals. Next is Alexander Georgiev. Who's 18-5-2 with an .895
Bye.
and a .302 goals against average. And then Lundqvist, 1-4-1 with a .903 and a .298. Up next, Carolina. Huberdeau with 60 leads the team. All the way through to Rickard Rakell. Hope be back to elite. I'm in business, says Rangers GM. All the way down to Slavin. And then Pesci and Pominville are the bottom two. 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points for Pesci in 51 games. And Pominville, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points in 17 games played. In net, Patrick Roy is 23-16-0 with a .906 save percentage and a .275 goals against average. Not having a great season. Not having a season that a legend should be having, at least. Mrazek, 9-2-1 with a .930 save percentage and a .187 goals against average. Can't wait for Toronto to announce that they're going to gun from Mrazek because it's Toronto and Spence is annoying. Love you, Spence. Next, we got Tampa Bay. First on Tampa's Cooch, obviously, followed by McDavid, Lemieux, Stamkos, Point. All of them are above point per game. And then it's a massive drop off to Hedman, Rust, Killorn, Palat. And then they got Maroon, Shattenkirk, Jones, Chiarelli, Coleman, Goudreau, Sergi, McDonough, Chernak. Chernak still last. In goal, Vasilevsky is 28, 9, and 4. 912 save percentage. And a 239 goals against average. He's been getting better and better pretty much every sim. Dubnyk with Tampa Bay. Has gone 3, 5, and 1 with a 900 save percentage and a 317 goals against average. Next is Nashville with Spencer.
Oof.
That is an oof. There you go.
Oof.
Oof. Nashville, Kuznetsov leads Nashville in points, followed by Goudreau, Hall, Teravainen, Forsberg, Voracek, all the way through. Followed by Vrana is Johansson, Gusev, Hamilton, Severson, Provorov, Orlov, Ekholm, Brody, Yarncroc, all the way down to Zach and
Jarnkrok
Smith.
S.
Zach has 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points in 22 games played. While Phaneuf has 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points in 22 games. In net, we got Rene, who is 33, 10, and 4, with a 916 and a 236. And then Saros, still undefeated, 5-0-0, with a 936 and a 169. And Nashville wants to get Carey Price for whatever reason, which I think is the dumbest shit, because they have 2 really good goalies. So I haven't allowed that trade yet, because there's no point at all. After that, we got Toronto, and this will finish it up. No, I will not give you Carey Price, Toronto. You have to trade for him. And you have no assets, so whatever offer you give is going to be ass. Toronto has 0 players that are over a point per game.
Toronto got shut down laughing.
Yes.
Tatar points on Leafs.
The last one is Spezza with 2 goals, 10 assists, 12 points.
0 Spencer.
In net,
KK.
Anderson is 25, 10, and 4 with an 894 save percentage and a 304 goals against average. Laner with Toronto. 4-2-0 with a 906 and a 274. So not bad. Definitely better than Anderson. I would suggest to Toronto to keep Laner as he has a starting goalie role. Trade Anderson somewhere to get a decent backup level goalie or a fringe starter goalie. And then also add to your defense or forward core. Specifically get rid of Subban, so maybe deal Anderson and Subban. You can't just make him your starter because EA has auto-rotate goalies on, and I have no control over that. They'll put whoever they want in as they please, so I can't just make that a thing. If I could, I would, but I can't make that happen. Pavelski? No. And here's why. The San Jose Sharks are second in the Pacific Division, as you see here. And they're actually going to be dealing 4. Oh, you traded for him. Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. Sorry. I thought Pavelski, I thought Sharks. Dallas is in a wild card spot. I know you traded for Pavelski already, but you said Dallas, and that's where they are. How much does he have in Toronto? Fuck. Fuck. In Toronto, he has 3 points in 3 games. Because of the All-Star break, they only played a handful of games, but he's point per game in Toronto. Right, so let's look at teams that could sell. Remember, I'm changing it up. I'll allow you to get depth players that are producing, but the star players, or like what can be considered star players, will not be made available, and CPU teams will trade for them. So right off the bat, LA, but they really don't have anyone anymore. Winnipeg, New Jersey, Buffalo, Washington, everyone minus Backstrom. New York Islanders are a new team, so they should have plenty of players. Montreal still has a few players. Detroit's terrible, but Philadelphia, I think you guys have pretty much ripped Philadelphia apart. Anaheim, we know you guys ripped them apart, but they still have some players. Can I just trade for one more star? I told you, if you give me an offer that makes sense, I'll consider it. But right now, I want the CPU teams to start making moves and be a little bit more competitive, just to make it more challenging. But you have to make me an actual good offer, or I won't consider it. That's the obstacle that you face. I know Mark doesn't care, nor will he make a move, so this is irrelevant towards him. And I'll say just Calgary after that. So those are your selling teams. So let's go to team stats and we'll look at LA. Any player that I could possibly sell from there. Vertanen with 38 points, Carter 33, Lewis, Brown. So I'll put those guys in. So Vertanen, Carter, Lewis, and Brown.
Who TF is Lizotte?
And finally, Myers.
And why is he producing?
Lizotte, whatever. He's 77 overall. No idea who he is. But, yeah.
Blake Lizotte is a king.
Yes, he is on the LA Kings, yeah. Goalies. Should they sell Rask? They just traded for Rask, but should I have them sell? He has an 899 save percentage since joining LA. Yeah. I'll have Rask be placed on the block. So that's another elite, or someone who can be considered elite. I didn't mean to do that. Winnipeg.
I can't trade for Rask.
Who will trade for Rask or can't trade for
Locker
Rask?
room fucked.
Oh yeah, true.
Hey guy who ruined my hopes and dreams.
Anyways. Shifley, Line will not be available. But Perot maybe? Perot, and then they'll flip Brock McGinn. And also Troy Stetcher.
It's Rask not Bergeron.
And they'll keep
Pasta
Morrissey.
Entire Bruins roster.
New Jersey. Yeah, Palmieri, Heischer, and Hughes won't go anywhere.
Get Gardner
But,
back too.
I'll say Palmieri and Wood for New Jersey. Buffalo. Strom, Olafson.
Fuck Miles Wood.
Yeah, fuck Miles Wood. And Dennis Malgin, look at his production, 22 and 35. They'll have.
All my homies hate Miles Wood.
They'll flip
Malgin.
Malgin. And Montour.
WTF Malgin.
Goalies. Hutton. Hutton's doing decent, so I'll throw him on there. So, for example, Spence, this is exactly what I mean. You could totally go trade Anderson for like Hutton and Strome or Olofsson or something, or even Brandon Montour to address defense, and then trade PK Subban in a separate move for like more assets, and then you can use those assets to look for other trades and stuff. You know what I mean? Just some ideas. I don't know.
Why would I even think about that?
Because literally Hutton's better than both Anderson and Lena right now.
Anderson for scrubs.
Kovalchuk. Turris Oshie. And then Wilson. Eller and Wilson. Islanders. Andreas Janssen leads the Islanders in points, so that's pretty cool. I'll say Janssen, Brassard, Eberle.
Did I trade Avirion's leading scorer? Fuck off.
Pajot and Nelson. And then Letty for the Islanders. Montreal. They'll sell Armia. Corelli. And Silverberg. And Tanev as well, because he was an all-star, so that should help raise his stock a little. And Price. There's Price's production, Spence, since you're so interested in Price for no reason. I hope he sucks if you trade for him. Detroit.
Comrie was an all-star too.
Comrie is a Make-A-Wish kid. They won, really. Filppula and Ernie. And then Jimmy Howard was supposed to be an all-star, so I'll throw him in there. He was just quote-unquote injured. Philadelphia. They'll flip Yossi. But Yossi will be one of the people that gets dealt to a computer CPU team. And they'll trade Nolan Patrick because Nolan Patrick's a bust and a half. And he's garbage. And also Matt Niskanen is on the block. In net, they got Hart. They'll move Elliott. Anaheim time. Look at Colin White, team leader in points. Another Maple Leaf that's thriving on his new team. They'll keep him. Dan Heinen will be on the block. They'll keep him. Manson's on the block.
In back.
I'm assuming that Spence and Colin White leads the Anaheim Ducks in points now too. Just thought I'd let you know. And they'll trade Miller. And now we have Calgary. Big save Dave. Big Dick Riddick. Calgary's going to keep Monahan. They'll trade Ryan Johansson. He's another one that I think will get moved to a CPU team. They'll trade Lindholm. Backlund. Derek Ryan. Kachuk. They'll trade Giordano. And Hannafin. And Gustafson. And Sam Bennett. Giordano will be dealt to a CPU team. Lindholm as well. Yeah. And net. On the block. So there you go. There's my trade block. You just watched me put that together. Now I'm going to type it out in chat, and that's the end of the stream. Yeah. So that's that.